All right. Yo, yo, yo. What is up? What's really good? It's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. That there sports podcast where we talk about all of the necessary topics in sports and all of the necessary topics in life. How is everybody doing today on this Tuesday? See, I've been saying Monday the last couple of weeks. On this Tuesday, December the 15th, 2000 of the 24. And we got some stuff to talk about today. Today was a busy day when it came to trades and moves made around this thing called the NF of the L. So, what are we going to talk about today outside of the trades? We're going to talk about the Monday night football game last night between the Jets and the Bills. We'll go over that. And, of course, Davante Adams to the New York Jets, Amari Cooper to the Buffalo Bills. The two teams that just started in the game last night were sitting there making battle moves against each other. What up, Lomar? You know, always happy. I know you are always happy you're joining up with us. All right. So, but first shout out to Tough Sports, the Madden Gamer League, where the games are broadcasted on Twitch. You feel you got the skills to pay the bills in that Madden game? Come to Tough. And Heather's Crab Haven, my sis from another miss. So, what is we gonna do here? Let's see. Now, am I gonna have my guys on with me tonight? I don't know. We'll see. That's all I can say is we'll see. But it's still a whole lot to talk about. But Monday Night Football, last week the New York Jets had stolen all of the headlines for all of the wrong reasons. All of the wrong reasons. You fired your coach for no reason, honestly. You fired your coach. Everybody wondered why you didn't fire your offensive coordinator. So you fired your coach just for your interim head coach to demote said offensive coordinator. And all the while, Aaron Rodgers saying, I had nothing to do with it. Wink, wink. Nobody believes that. Nobody's buying that. And you have a game out of all of that. You lost your last two games. You have a 2-3 record, but somehow, some way, you had a first place game on the line against the Buffalo Bills last night, which was actually a very entertaining game. So what do we have? We have Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen going head to head. Looked like Josh Allen was maybe about to run away with the thing when the score was 20-10. And then Aaron Rodgers does what Aaron Rodgers does better than anybody else in NFL history. You can call it luck. You can call it whatever the hell you want to call it. He throws a Hail Mary to Allen Lazard, and that makes it 20-17. All the momentum heading with the Jets. The Jets at one point had the game tied. Looked like they scored a touchdown to go ahead 26-20, but a holding call on Tyron Smith, who had a very, very bad day at the office yesterday. Ended up having the Jets having to try to get a field goal, which they missed. Greg Zuerlein may be looking for a job. They probably look, niggas is getting cut, niggas is getting traded. They may tell Greg the leg, look here, bro, you miss one more field goal that could cost us a game, your duck ass is out of here, because he missed a couple of field goals, short field goals. And eventually Buffalo tacks on another field goal, but Aaron Rodgers with the ball with a chance to tie or win the game. And he throws another interception. And it's like, bruh, okay, this is what I said to Sean last week. I said to Keith last week. I said, yo, everybody keeps saying that they got one of the greatest players of all time, greatest quarterbacks of all time in Aaron Rodgers. Nobody is questioning his past achievements outside of playing in conference championship games where he doesn't show up. But that doesn't mean that he is still this great quarterback now, because the last couple of games, when the game has been in Aaron Rodgers' hands, he has let the New York Jets and the fan base down by throwing interceptions. It is what it is. And in classic Aaron Rodgers fashion, he throws receivers under the bus. He says Mike Williams wasn't where he was supposed to be. So that's Aaron Rodgers doing what Aaron Rodgers do the fuck best, and that is not come through in the manner in the moment of truth. Even though we're used to that not being to the playoffs, and when that happens, it being everybody else's fault but his. So that was probably going to be the main A block story that was told about the Jets versus the Bills. The Bills sneak away with a 23-20 victory. They go to 2-4. The Jets fall. I mean, they go to 4-2. The Jets fall to 2-4. So that was going to be the A block story until they had breaking news that Davante Adams, who everybody knew wanted out of Vegas, got traded, was getting a deal finalized to be traded to the New York Jets. So Davante Adams is now reunited with his Brody, with his boy, who he played with for years in the Green Bay Packers, and a lot of people considered him the best wide receiver in the league when he was with Aaron Rodgers. So you get that. Now, what does that mean for the New York Jets? Does this save everything? Is this the move everybody needed to make? Is this the move that you thought that everybody think the Jets needed to make? I don't know, because correct me if I'm wrong. Coming into this season, the Jets were just a quarterback away. They weren't supposed to be a Davante Adams away. They had Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard. This guy Mike Williams, who may be on the trading block as well as thrown under the bus. So we shall see. Of course, I don't think it'll take long for Aaron and Davante to find that on-field chemistry. But Davante Adams has a hamstring injury, wink, wink, that's kept him out of the last couple of games as a Las Vegas Raider. So we shall see. You look at the New York Jets schedule. Does it, as much as people are going to say, well, if you look at the Jets schedule, there's some winnable games. But where games are winnable, games are also losable as well. So let's look at the New York Jets next 4 to 5 games. Let's see. Okay, they have the Pittsburgh Steelers coming up in Sunday Night Football, primetime. Winnable, but losable. Then you have the New England Patriots at New England. You should beat them. Then you have home to the Houston Texans on Thursday Night Football. They should beat you, but it's winnable, but to me more losable. But it is winnable. Then you have at the Arizona Cardinals. That's winnable. Then you have home to the Indianapolis Colts. That depends on who's starting the quarterback, but it's still a winnable game. Then you have versus the Seattle Seahawks. That should be winnable. Then you have at the Miami Dolphins. Depends on who's quarterback. Then you have at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville's a fucking mess. You should beat them. I don't even think Dougie P might not even be the coach by then. Then you have home to the Rams, at Buffalo, and then the Dolphins on the last game of the season. But I said 4 to 5 games. I went over the rest of the goddamn schedule. Pittsburgh, New England. Let's see. At Pittsburgh, at New England, home to Houston, at the Cardinals, home to the Colts. That's their next 5 games. Very winnable games, but very losable games as well. It just is what it is. Very winnable games, but very losable games as well. Is Davante Adams going to fix that offensive line? Because, again, Tyron Smith, the dude you brought in to protect Aaron Rodgers' blind side, again, he had a really bad night last night, head boy. He had a really bad night. So is Davante Adams going to fix that? I don't think so. Is Davante Adams going to change the fact that the Jets defense ain't quite as getting it the way they've been the last couple of years? I don't think it's going to change that. So based on the schedule and based on the current situations of certain other teams like the Dolphins, like Cincinnati, like my Denver Broncos, where you're kind of up in the air where they could be, they couldn't be. Like you think the Bengals are going to take off, but it might not happen. The Broncos are overachieving, whatever. The Pittsburgh Steelers, who to a lot of people, myself included, are overachieving as well. But we know, but every time we think the Steelers are overachieving, we have to remember why would you bet against Mike Tomlin? So, will they or won't they? Will they or won't they? So you never know. You never know. So again, Davante Adams is now a New York Jet, where a lot of people thought he was going to be, either the Jets or the Saints. But again, like I said, Buffalo countered that blow with a blow on their own, as the Buffalo Bills got Cleveland Browns star wide receiver Amari Cooper. Can't say that I'm surprised at this, because remember, when there were trade rumors about during the offseason about Brandon Ayuk to Cleveland for Amari Cooper put out a tweet saying, I wouldn't mind that at all. So the Buffalo Bills acquire Amari Cooper in a trade Tuesday with the Cleveland Browns, adding a true number one receiver for star quarterback Josh Allen. The Bills received Cooper and a 2025 sixth-round draft pick for a 2025 third-round draft pick and a seventh-round selection in 2026. You traded him for nothing, pretty much. Now, if you find a diamond in the rough, okay, fine. But, you gave up. You didn't have to give up much to get Amari Cooper, who is still a standout number one receiver when he has good quarterback play. Cooper fills the number one seed void for the Bills that was open when Buffalo traded Stephon Diggs to Houston before the season started. Now, what everybody was saying the first three games of the season about Buffalo is that, this is Josh Allen's team. Everyone eats, yada, yada, yada. You never know who's going to get the ball, until you lost a couple and you realize, maybe having that legit number one wide receiver ain't such a bad move. He doesn't have to be the quote-unquote wide receiver diva, and indeed Amari Cooper is not. He's a quiet guy, but he's very productive. Is he 15, 1,600 yard productive? No, that's never been him. He's always been around the 11 to 1,200 range, but steady, consistent, great route running. He is a lot. He's a slightly lower grade of Mike Evans, and I only say that because Mike Evans has gotten 1,000 yards every year in his career. But again, Mike Evans hasn't been 14, 15, 1,600 yard receiver. He's been around the 1,100, 1,200 range his entire career. But consistency is what makes Evans a future Hall of Famer. If Coop can somehow manage a Super Bowl ring in his resume, he would give himself a big chance. And I think Amari Cooper just died and went to heaven. You just left Deshaun Watson, who is doo-doo brown right now, who is playing arguably the worst quarterback in football, to one of the best. Amari Cooper literally just died and went to heaven, my boy. He is so happy to be heading from cold-ass Cleveland, Ohio, to even cold-ass Buffalo, New York. I promise you. And again, Amari Cooper's temperament will fit him well with Bills Mafia. So, again, the Jets say not to be outdone. Now, Jerry Jones. I can't even say Jerry Jones. Hey, man, I wanted to have some of my boys on here, particularly one of my homeboys, my bros, who's a Cowboy fan, but has decided to not show up. And it could be a legitimate reason. I haven't heard anything, but nobody's getting paid for this, so no explanation is needed. But I hit niggas up. It was like, sent the link, blah, blah, blah. The Cowboys, we all know the Cowboys got their motherfucking ashes smoked like a Philly blunt out there, bitch, on against the Detroit Lions. There's no way you can deny it, but it is something that I have to show. I watched this yesterday because I got off work earlier than normal because it was just a training day while it was a holiday. What up? I watched something that had me fucking weak on the floor. I have to share it with you guys. I have to. It's a must. I love this show. First thing first. To me, it's the best show on Fox, on FS1. Seeing as how Undisputed is no longer in existence. The facility is good. The facility is a very good show. Interested to see how they do when they talk basketball because there's nothing but football niggas up there. But check this out. Cowboy fans, look away if you must.
It's obviously not an ABC. All right. I mean, as I was watching that absolute embarrassment yesterday, that utter annihilation, I was thinking to myself, it's a shame.
I didn't know you sang.
I mean, because every time the Cowboys step up in class and face a non-tomato can, it's the same old song. You know what? Like, there are guys that sing better than me. If you haven't figured it out, because the Detroit Lions, Motor City, is the team that wrecked the Cowboys yesterday, there's a Motown flavor to today's grade. Fellas, take it away.
You know the Cowboys, yeah, played an F game, said the Cowboys died. Oh no, how about the Cowboys? Oh, F game, F game, F game.
There it is.
F game, 47-9. F game, yeah. F game, all right. F game, no. F game.
You got to take back over. That was just.
Hey man, look, I gotta put that in regular speed. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck if I get flagged. He said 47-9, so bad. It's like, I gotta put that in regular speed. Hey, he caught me with that shit. I was like, wait a minute. This nigga bought a group out. That shit won the week for me. I don't give a damn what nobody else do. And Steven ain't been trying. But Steven ain't my boy. You have been outdone this week.
It out because the Detroit Lions.
I didn't know you sang.
I mean, because every time the Cowboys step up in class and face a non-tomato can, it's the same old song. You know what? Like, there are guys that sing better than me. If you haven't figured it out, because the Detroit Lions, Motor City, is the team that wrecked the Cowboys yesterday, there's a Motown flavor to today's grade. Fellas, take it away.
You know the Cowboys, yeah, played an F game, said the Cowboys died. Ain't that a shame? Oh no, how about them Cowboys? Oh, F game, F game, F game.
There it is.
F game, 47-9. F game, so bad. F game, so good. F game, yeah. F game, all right. F game, no. F game.
You got to take back over.
F game.
That was.
Hey, look. Hey, bro. Hey. And the crazy thing about it is they sounded really good. They really did. They sounded really, really good. 47-9, F game, so bad. Hey, I was like, look at Brew and the 3 heartbeats out this bitch. He got them. He got backup singers to sing how fucked up the Cowboys is. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Hey, bro, they didn't sound bad at all. They didn't. They really didn't. It's just, but that, yo, bro, when I tell you, I was on the fucking floor last night when I saw that shit. I was on the fucking floor. Oh my goodness gracious. I couldn't. I was too done, bro. I was too done. When them niggas came out, F game, 47-9, so bad. Like, you know I'm gonna play that shit again before the show go off. I just want y'all to know, you know I'm gonna play that shit again because that shit was just funny. That shit was just funny. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm not bullshitting. I was drinking some soda and I was like, nigga. I was like, nigga, why? Okay. Oh my goodness. Now, before I go to anything else, y'all know I don't talk about baseball a lot. I don't. Yeah, I've given you guys my opinions and feelings on baseball. But I also did say that in the playoffs is when I start to watch baseball. Baseball is at its conference championships there, the ALCS and the NLCS. Baseball, again, it's going to have my attention because when I watched that New York Mets versus Milwaukee Brewers game, watching first class baseball is definitely still fun to watch for me. Still fun. And when you watch the true artistry of the game, which a lot of people don't appreciate. Is it boring to watch? Yes. But when it's highest of stakes involved, no, it's absolutely dope. It's absolutely dope. And I'm gonna give baseball is on. They're on the cusp. They're on the cusp of doing something. They're on the cusp. Okay, I have to say this now. The ALCS is the New York Yankees versus the Cleveland Indians, or Cleveland Guardians, whatever the fuck. They changed their name. The NLCS is the New York Mets versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, baseball hasn't been that A-block sport in quite some time. They haven't been that must-see TV in quite some time. But I'm telling you this, and I'm telling you now, baseball is on the cusp of getting that A-block spot, at least for a couple of weeks. There's only one thing that could ruin it. There's only one thing that can ruin it. And that is the Cleveland Guardians. Indians, Guardians. No, this is no. If anybody from Cleveland is watching this, if you feel disrespected, I'm terribly sorry. I know y'all are going through it horrible with the Cleveland Browns right now. The Guardians are in the ALCS. Be happy, be proud. The Cleveland Cavaliers are a damn good basketball team. But baseball is on the cusp of doing something that they have needed, that the sport has needed for quite some time. And the only thing that could mess it up is the Cleveland Guardians. Under no circumstances does Major League Baseball want the Guardians to beat the New York Yankees. They don't. Now, if the Yankees had a loss to the Kansas City Royals in the divisional round, then that's different. The only reason why they don't want the Guardians to beat the Yankees because of what's going on in the National League. You got your New York versus Los Angeles NLCS. For one, the Dodgers, they got the best player in baseball, Shohei Ohtani. The Mets have been kind of a feel-good story because they've gotten hot at the right time. And the Mets have some good players on there. And the Mets, they spanked the Yankees when they played them in interleague play this year. I keep up with the standings. I do keep up with the standings. But you have to understand, the National League, you can't lose with whoever goes to the World Series out of there. If you're Major League Baseball, you can't lose if it's the Mets or the Dodgers. Because if the Mets go to the World Series and they play the Yankees, that's A block because, of course, what do you got? The Subway Series. We haven't had the Subway Series since 2000 when the Yankees beat the Mets in 5 games back in the year 2000. And that was must-see TV, even though the Yankees, did them in 5. That's A block. But so baseball can't lose with that. But the over-the-hill pot of gold that Major League Baseball has been looking for the last 40 damn years is the Yankees and the Dodgers. And Major League Baseball can taste that shit. Ain't no cheating ass Houston Astros in the way. The Cleveland Guardians cannot ruin this for Major League Baseball. I tell you that this is the most I've talked about baseball in a positive life ever on this show. And I'm coming up on 6 years on Thanksgiving. The Cleveland Guardians cannot beat the New York Yankees and go to the World Series. It has to be the Yankees versus either the Mets or the Dodgers, because baseball fucking does. They give each other a high five in that conference room. You love the Subway Series. That's great. The over-the-hill pot of gold is the Yankees and the Dodgers. Come on, you got New York versus Los Angeles, East versus West, the two biggest media markets. And Major League Baseball can taste that shit. And they're like, And I ain't for nobody, and I ain't for no rigging no games, but I guarantee baseball is thinking, Cleveland, if you fuck this up for us, because it loses its appeal. If you see the Mets versus the Guardians or the Dodgers versus the Guardians, even though you have that LA and New York market in it, but it loses some of its luster because like, the Mets, who the Mets playing? Oh, Cleveland? Okay. Cleveland as opposed to who did Cleveland beat to get there? The Yankees. That's your choices. If it was, like I said, if it was the Kansas City Royals, nobody gave a fuck. Or if it was the San Diego Padres who the Mets took out or who the Dodgers took out, if it was the Padres or something like that, you just rooting. It's just is what it is. It'd be another World Series. People would semi-watch. Baseball would still be a third-class citizen, really a fourth-class citizen to the NFL, college football, and the NBA. But if you baseball, you can leap at the top of even the motherfucking NFL. Now, you right there with the NFL as far as a Subway Series if you got the Yankees and the Mets. You right there with them. You actually surpassed the NFL for at least a week and a half if you got the Yankees versus the Dodgers. At least if you got the Yankees and the Dodgers. Yankees and the Mets, great. You're rooting for that as well. But baseball is this close. And I'm telling you, they are that close. Trifling ass, contradictive ass baseball is that motherfucking close, bro, to being at the centerpiece of sports in the best time of the year for sports. That's what people don't realize. October is the best time of the year for sports now. I'm not saying it's my favorite. My favorite is March Madness. But the best time of the year for sports is October because you're getting in the prime football, baseball's in the playoffs, and the NBA is right there. But when the World Series starts, you have the World Series going when the NBA starts. You have football, baseball, and basketball all going on at the same time. Sometimes it can be system fucking overload. Like, oh my God, it's so much to watch. Oh, what do I pick? But if you got the Yankees and the Dodgers, or the Yankees and the Mets, you engaged. Unless, of course, if you're the hardest core football, the hardest core football fan or basketball fan, and you just, you don't give a fuck about, I don't fuck with baseball no more because of the hypocrisy that goes on with the league. Now, I'm not never saying that I didn't like the game. Now, baseball games are boring to watch, more fun to play or go to. But there was a point in time, like I said before, that I was just as engaged into baseball as I was football and basketball. I was engaged in all three at the same time. I was dedicated to baseball just as much as football and basketball. And I saw the fuck shit that baseball does, and I was like, nah, no. And that's what drove me away from baseball. But I always loved my New York Yankees, and I still, as a sports fan, I always keep up with the standings. So when the playoffs come, I know who the fuck I'm watching. I know what the fuck is going on. Am I as dedicated? No. Cleveland, if you fuck this up, because whether it's Yankees, Mets, or Yankees, Dodgers, I'm in there. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna bullshit. I'm in there. And like I said, this is the longest and most positive I've talked about baseball ever on this show. The Cleveland Guardians can't fuck this. They cannot mess this up for baseball. Baseball is this close to be in that A block position. They are that close to being in that A block position where you gotta pay attention. Whether it's Subway Series between the Yankees and the Mets or the over the hill pot of gold series that baseball's wanted for over 40 years between the Yankees and the Dodgers. The Cleveland Guardians, if you fuck this up, that's what baseball's saying right now. What up, homie?
Nobody care about that white man sport.
Oh, see, there you go. There you go.
I said it. I said it.
Well, well, look, trust me, listeners. Trust me on that one. Trust me on that one. I promise you. I promise you. And if the Yankees in the World Series, like I said, I don't fuck with baseball like that, but I will always love my New York Yankees. And a lot of that is because of my dad. God rest his soul. That will throw me in the hills of baseball at least for 2 weeks. And again, baseball cannot lose. If the Yankees, the only way they can lose is if Cleveland beats New York. Because in the National League, you got the Mets and the Dodgers. You got New York versus Los Angeles. You can't lose whoever wins that series. You cannot lose as far as that half goes. But you can take a big thud if Cleveland beats the Yankees and you prevent either a Subway Series or East versus West series. That simple. What up, homie? How you doing?
Busy. Busy.
Okay. Is everything okay? Is everything okay?
I'm just annoyed because people call me or text me after 8 o'clock at night trying to get me to knock out some stuff for them. And I'm supposed to see them at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. So it'd be nice if they gave me heads up. Early. But it's a bunch of old dudes, so I understand. They old.
You know what may be getting old to you? Your team getting embarrassed at home.
Hey, you know what? And see, that's exactly why. What did I tell you about trolling me? I ain't for that shit. Say that shit for them niggas that you actually can talk back there to. I told you, there's no way. There is no, in my world, your team can't take a L and then you come on here talking ish, particularly because when your team lost by 50 points, I didn't say shit. A L is a L. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, that's my disposition on that. If your disposition is on that, and you're going to try to Stephen A. Smith, I can't stand Stephen. I like you, but I can't stand Stephen A. Smith. So you're going to go there, then, I'll leave you to your baseball and shit. Now, what you want to talk about?
That's your world. But
it is. But when I come into your world, I'm telling you that I'm not for the troll. And I don't troll you. Don't troll me.
Troll me all you want, bro.
I don't troll you because I don't care enough to troll. I see you care enough to troll. I see you care enough to troll, but I don't. Nor do I care enough to listen to your trolling. So, what do you want to talk about?
Do it. Well, we gonna get picks. Do it. I don't care. And I told you,
but you're not understanding. Do you remember? Do you remember once upon a time on this same? Do you remember once upon a time on this same podcast where somebody was casually tossing the word nigga toward me, and I voiced the thing to that. I didn't care that he didn't care. I'm asking you don't refer to me in that way.
I didn't say nigga.
No, I know you didn't, but I'm telling you, I'm not for the trolling. Say that shit for whoever else you want to troll. I don't troll you. Don't troll me.
Man, look, you can troll me.
You want to talk sports? We can talk. No, man, look, I told you last time I was on here.
I tell you what.
That's why I don't say a word. That's why I don't say a word to you. Your team win, lose. I don't say one word. Your team lost.
When I mentioned Detroit, when we make their picks, I'm bringing that game back up. It's just what it is. It's what it is.
Okay.
You can't.
Then I suggest. Well, you know what? It's a moot point. So do my game last, or whatever. Or do their game last, and I go ahead and do something productive with my life.
Well, that's a 1 o'clock game. No, y'all got a bye week, bro.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I just said.
I said when Detroit play. When Detroit
like I said, you want my picks? I give. Matter of fact, Matter of fact, I give you the picks now because ain't no point in me staying on here.
I know. I want
Because I'm telling you, I'm doing some. I got some more things I can do in life. God damn it!
I do want your trade your opinion on these trades.
Oh,
what do you
okay.
think about Devontae?
Well, you're wasting time because I got things to do. So let's talk about it.
Yeah, well, wait, hey man, it's cool, it's cool.
The other thing I'm gonna tell you about you being a troll, right? I noticed that some information you sent me, I responded back, but you ain't say nothing.
I don't know what information did I send you?
We'll get into that at another time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll get into that at another time.
What information?
Because in 20 days, this shit about to get crucial, and people would think it's a fucking joke. It's not.
Information? Are you talking about presidential stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That the floor will always be yours when you talk about that, because I don't give no f's about that. Now Davante Adams, we figured he was getting traded, and we figured it was going to be to the Jets, either the Jets or the Saints. So first of all, do you think that moves the needle any for the Jets?
I mean, I think they're now the pre-Jordan Love Packers, basically.
Pre-Jordan Love? Oh, yeah, I got you.
Basically, they got Lazard. He got his last two favorite targets there, and I mean, they've lost some close games, and that's, I guess, a place where you'd like to have somebody like Davante Adams, and they'll try to, I guess, rekindle some of the magic, but they're older. This is not the same Aaron Rodgers, and don't know if it's really the same. It's not the same Davante Adams either. But to the extent that some of these close games they probably could win if they did have that element. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they kind of have to go all in. They got behind Aaron Rodgers, so they kind of have to go take the shot in the dark and see what happens, because the current thing is not necessarily getting it done. So, I mean, I ain't mad at it, but I just don't understand mortgaging your future for Aaron Rodgers in the first place. But
well, you could, okay. I'll look at this from a Jets fan point of view for us for a quick second. Based on what you just said about the close losses, you could make a case that those close losses came because of bad field goal kicking. You could. Now, but in each instance, that bad field goal kicking has gone on both sides on the opponent that they played. Because remember, Denver missed a field goal, and then Aaron Rodgers drove down the field, and the Jets missed a field goal. So it didn't play out for one and not play out for the other.
That's the point, sir. That is the point, sir. They're kicking field goals, and particularly in the game with y'all, it was all field goals. Maybe Davante Adams turns them field goals into touchdowns.
Well, I can tell you this right now. Not against my boy. Not against my boy. Now maybe that frees Garrett Wilson and Lazard up. And I'm saying this
again. What are you talking about? Against whose boy?
About Patrick Surtain Jr.
Like, who cares? Like, you in a different division. Like, nobody talking Broncos shit. We talking about the Jets.
No. What you said that game against the Broncos.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely though. Absolutely though, because Davante Adams, just simply his presence on the field. Yeah, certain they would cover him one-on-one, but that's a 50-50 ball there, bro. But again, Pat Surtain is not. He's great. He's good. He's really good, but it's a 50-50 with all the great cornerbacks versus great wide receivers.
I'm going to say this again. I'm saying this from a Jets fan's point of view. Field goal kicking. Now, I know you get Aaron Rodgers to score touchdowns, but let's put it this way. When Mason Crosby was making those field goals in those same type of positions for the Packers, Aaron Rodgers got all the shine, got all the glory. So with the shine comes the criticism, which some people can't take. Now, just me being just a football fan and observing that trade, will it move the needle for them? Possibly. I named their next 5 games on here earlier, but is Davante Adams going to help that offensive line? Tyron Smith had
No.
a real bad day last night.
No,
Tyron Smith had a bad day.
but you're not factoring one thing about Devontae Adams, particularly him with Aaron Rodgers. If they can get, I'm gonna say 60% to 70% of what Devontae Adams moves around. He can play all three wide receiver positions, and so that's why when you said Patrick Surtain, he's not guaranteed to be matched up to him. And one thing that we know that they're good at, him and Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers has the open man, he'll get rid of that ball. He's been holding that ball, and that offense. You're right, their offensive line has been shit. But the quicker you get that ball out there, the better offensive line looks. And if you are running that dude from outside, especially on the inside, in the slot, that ball is going to be gone.
Well, what do you think? Okay, so the Jets are 2-4. So I'm looking. Devontae Adams went from 2-4 team to another, a last place team to a next to last place team. What do you think this ultimately does for the Jets as far as this season goes?
The Jets are looking at they can win the division. Like look at their division. That's why this move makes sense. Look at the Bills need a wide receiver. They went. We're going to talk about that next. Mm-hmm. The Patriots are nothing, and
Miami.
Not Miami is we don't know what the hell is going to happen with Miami.
As long as Tua ain't the quarterback, they're nothing.
Right. And so they're looking at it's us and the Bills. And if they can right that ship, it's not inconceivable they win the division.
Bills got a 3-game lead on them right now. I know it's 2, but right now they got the head-to-head. Still a lot of football left to be played. But speaking of the Bills, they countered that move with getting Amari Cooper. What do you think about the Amari Cooper move?
Man, I don't know what to think about Amari Cooper, the move with him. I think that he'll show up in some games. Other games, he'll disappear. When it gets later on in the year and it gets cold in Buffalo, I would expect more of a disappearing from him. But I suppose if you can play in the winter in Cleveland, you can play in the winter in Buffalo. Yeah. But Amari Cooper is a mixed bag. Like he's a mixed bag. He's on an expiring contract, so I would have supposed that he would show up more than disappear.
You're gonna get the best of him,
right? So there's that, and so I mean, again, I think it's a there's no negative to getting him, other than giving up the draft picks for a rental. That's the only problem. Giving up the draft picks for a rental. You'd have liked to had some type of maybe commitment from him while making that trade. Something.
I think you saw Josh Allen, when they started 3-0, everything was good. And I think that when they lost the 2 games in a row, particularly you lost to Stephon Diggs and the Houston Texans, you saw, well, I don't need somebody with the personality of Stephon Diggs, but I would like a productive, legit number 1 wide receiver. So to me, neither needle gets moved for me as far as the Jets and Buffalo specifically in their division, because the Buffalo just countered the Jets move. Buffalo just countered the Jets move, and the biggest factor of that is whether you have 2 number 1 receivers or not, whether Devontae Adams is a better wide receiver than Amari Cooper, which he is. Buffalo got the better quarterback.
Yeah, but your question was what's the Jets thinking, and they have to be thinking win the division at this point, because they're not gonna contend for the top seeds, obviously. So they have to win that division to make any playoff noise, and so that's what this is about. So I mean, we'll see how it plays out. That was still a close game, irregardless of circumstances, and so we'll see who gets the better return, whether Amari Cooper moves the needle for them where they stay above Jets, or whether the Jets pull ahead because of Devontae Adams. I mean, but that's really what it's about for the Jets, though. The Bills are looking at the bigger picture, I guess. But the Jets, that's all they can look at right now.
Okay.
Because it don't seem like these other teams are dropping back. It don't seem like the other AFC teams is dropping back. So
which other AFC teams?
Well, I mean Baltimore. I mean
Right.
Kansas City.
They're back on schedule.
Right. They're not dropping back. So you just got to try to win your division. You're not catching them.
Yeah, they're back on track. I still see Cincinnati having. I still see Cincinnati going on a run. Kansas, yeah, you're right. Kansas City ain't going nowhere. Houston ain't going nowhere. They got to see Houston in a couple of weeks. The Jets do. But other than that, if you look at the Jets schedule is, I'm not going to even say favorable because of the fact that they're 2-4. I mean, I'm taking the Bill Parcells route at this point with the Jets. You are what your record says you are. So if you look at their schedule, you'll see a lot of games that I would deem as winnable, but I deem them as losable as well. Put it that way. Like, let's see. Let me pull their schedule up right quick. Let me pull their schedule. They got Pittsburgh next Sunday night. I know that. They're at Pittsburgh. That's a winnable game. It's a losable game, too. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
because you could,
like I said, that they whatever game they're playing, there's only going to be a handful of games that you'll look at with the Jets and say, yeah, they absolutely positively should win them games.
I'm not going to say a handful. I would say maybe 2, maybe 3, depending on who the quarterback is. Like, let me see. When they play the Patriots, yeah, you should win that game. You know what I'm saying? When you play the Patriots, you should win that game. When they play at Arizona, I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, you should win that game against Arizona because Arizona's Jekyll and Hyde. One week they look great. The next week they look garbage. You know, if the Colts, I'm not going to say, yeah, you should win that game because if Flacco's playing quarterback, you may not. Now, Jacksonville, yeah, you should beat them. Like what their schedule is, they got at Pittsburgh, that's winnable but losable. At the Patriots, you should win that game. Home to the Texans, you should lose that game, but you can win. At Arizona, that to me, that's a 50-50 game because of Arizona being Jekyll and Hyde. So we'll see. We shall see. All right, now let's see. Let's get into these. Damn, I've been on here for almost an hour already. Shit. Let's get into the game, dog. Oh, as far as the prediction league goes, you are now tied in first place, sir.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, man. Congratulations. You and Calvin are tied for first place. Let me see. Let me pull up the scores. For the most part, most people had an awesome week this past week.
I was gonna say I'd be in sold first by 2 games if it wasn't for Broncos and Cowboys.
I told you not to pick us. So that's on you.
you told me no, you didn't.
Yes,
Stop playing. Sean was there. No, you didn't. You were saying it from a don't jump on the bandwagon now standpoint. Not that you thought y'all was going to lose that game.
I did say that, but when I made my picks and I picked the Chargers, I said the main reason why I'm picking the Chargers is because they're coming off of a bye week.
Yeah, you did. I did hear you mention the bye week.
Yes, I said they're coming off of a bye week, and that's honestly why I picked the Chargers. And what it is. Let's see. Rob and Smoke got first place. Me and you got second place with 12. You had Lex with 11. You had David, Keith, Eddie, Marcus, and Calvin with 10. Aaron, Shante, Devon, and Monte with 9. And damn it, my brother Sean got the damn macaroni Tony with last place. But and in general, yes, Tony, you and Calvin got 57. Aaron is right there with 56. David, 55. Smoke, 54. Monte, 53. Me and Marcus, 52, right in the middle. Lex, 52. Shante, 52. Rob, 52. A bunch of us were 52, right in the middle. Eddie, 51. Keith, 49. Devon, 48. Sean 46. So what I like is that we're not even in midseason, but these picks are finally starting to look like midseason form, and I'm right in the middle. Right, time for me to make my move. Okay, and this week 6 was just the start. Week 7, we're gonna kick ass and take names. Thursday night football, my Denver Broncos at the New Orleans Saints.
Saints.
All right, G. All right, this next game is the England game, the 9:30 Great Britain game, which features the team Bad and Worse. That is New England versus Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
All right, on to the 1 o'clock games. Seattle at ATL. Shouty.
Damn, Seahawks, man. Give me the Falcons.
Yeah, Seahawks are like the New Orleans Saints. They are not who we thought they were. It's crazy how a season can change in 2 weeks. 2 weeks can fuck your whole season up. Ask Robert Saleh. 2 weeks can fuck your whole season up. Now we do have some really good games, bro. We got some really good games this week. Okay. Tennessee at Buffalo. Not saying this was one of them. I'm just
Bills.
saying. Going with Buffalo. Now, do you think Amari is playing that game?
No.
Yeah, I would think it would be.
Right? Well, no, because he's gonna have to know the playbook, and I'd imagine he could get up to speed really fast because he's arguably still, one of the best route runners in the league. But you got to know them routes. But I wouldn't be surprised if they put him out there to run like basic fly routes and stuff like that. So he might.
I mean, his presence alone could command a double team as well.
Yeah, I mean it's a basic. It's a fly route. Like it's a fly route. It's a sluggo. He understands that terminology really well. So I don't see why they wouldn't throw him out there. Maybe.
All right. Cincinnati at Cleveland.
Bengals.
All right. Here's a good game. Houston at Green Bay.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Packers.
You want the Packers? Okay. Yeah, the game it's at Lambeau. Miami at Indianapolis.
Colts.
Here's the game of the week, and Detroit at Minnesota.
Vikings.
Okay, now with Detroit, when you win a game by that much, when you whoop somebody ass that much, Dan Campbell said he wanted to empty the tank. I mean, you talking about disrespect, man. Look, Dallas should hate Detroit more right now, more than they hate the Eagles.
No, really, I don't think so. I think you think that's what they should think, but they hadn't beat us in 5 years, so it's like, who cares?
You're running.
That's the first thing. That's the first thing. The second thing is
linemen.
Huh?
But this is where I'm going with this. When you whoop somebody ass that bad, you usually do the next week for a letdown. I think it's probably the best thing as far as Detroit is concerned to have to go play a team. First of all, this is your first division game, and it's against the team that's undefeated, the only undefeated team in your conference in their house. Now, the messed up part about what happened, the only messed up thing that happened in Detroit's game Sunday is, of course, you lost Hutchinson. If I'm Detroit, I'm on the phone seeing what could I give to get either Max Crosby, Myles Garrett.
That's already been addressed out there. Ain't happening because again, they'd have to give up like premium to get either one of them dudes.
Ladarius Smith or Hassan Reddick.
Again, you'd have to give up premium plus the contract to get them dudes.
Look. I'm offering a first, maybe 2 firsts for any of them dudes.
Plus the contract, sir.
So what?
Hassan Reddick is not just getting traded just to go to Detroit and beg for the money that he ain't get from Philly and he ain't get from the Jets neither.
What up, homie?
What's good with you?
Ain't nothing much. I'm saying Tony is making his picks. I said that we're on Detroit and Minnesota. I said in regards to Detroit, you know, it's a plus negative because when you whoop somebody's ass that bad, the way they beat Dallas's ass, you're usually due for a letdown the next week. So playing Minnesota in Minnesota is probably the best thing that could happen to them because they have to stay focused, you know. But in this day of trades, and I'll ask you about them trades a little later. In this day of trades, if I'm Detroit, I'm seeing what I got to offer for Crosby or Myles Garrett or Darius Smith or Hassan Reddick. That's all I'm saying. But Tony, let's get back to your picks, sir. Philadelphia at the Giants.
The Giants. You know what? I'm gonna take the Giants.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
They play them. I mean, they play them tough anyway, and still, even with Cleveland pass rush, Daniel Jones has been playing well this year. If you don't get a pass rush, and your secondary ain't playing like they should, then Giants got a chance.
Well, I've said this for the last I've said this for the last couple of weeks. I said the Giants are better than we thought they were. All right, Las Vegas at the Rams.
Hold on, let me see if I got a quarter.
I'm weak. Wow.
I mean, it really is that like that. Unless the Rams are getting something back this week, which I don't know that they are.
I haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
Vegas just traded their best player.
Yeah, give me the Rams.
And they don't have a fucking quarterback. At least the Rams got a quarterback. Carolina at Washington.
Commanders.
Okay. Another sweet one. Kansas City at San Francisco.
KC.
All right. Sunday Night Football. Those New York Jets at Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna take the Jets.
Okay. And a Monday Night Beauty, Baltimore at Tampa Bay.
Ravens.
Ravens?
Yeah.
All right. So Tony has New Orleans, Jacksonville, Atlanta, Buffalo, Cincinnati, Green Bay, Indianapolis, Minnesota, the Giants, the Rams, Washington, Kansas City, the Jets, and the Ravens. Is that correct, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I know you said you had stuff to do. You had some things that you had to get done. So if I really got on your nerves when you first got on, this gonna really get on your nerves because this shit had me in tears last night. I played this earlier.
Because every time the Cowboys in class and face a non-tomato can, it's the same old song. You know what? Like, there are guys that sing better than me. If you haven't figured it out, because the Detroit Lions, Motor City is the team that wrecked the Cowboys yesterday. There's a Motown flavor. Wow. So today is great. Fellas, take it over.
Hey, Sean, come here, man.
How about the Cowboys?
Bro, I can't even hear nothing that's going on.
I'm gonna play it again.
Here it is.
Okay.
If you haven't figured it out, It's a shame.
What's up, my boy?
What's up, man? We're running a little behind. Got some sick babies.
No. You good, bro? You good? Look, first of all, and I'm glad Tony came on here to give me his opinion about the trades as well as his picks. Look, some people just have to understand. I am a Cowboys troll. I don't like them. You can ask me all you want. Well, why don't you like him? You're a Broncos fan. I don't need to explain myself. I don't like them. You know, I never liked them. I hate the fan base. Overcompensated, over-talked about, bums. So when I talk shit about the Cowboys, look, and and Tony makes a great point. Tony came on here and made a great point. I don't troll your team when y'all lose. I said, Tony, I don't care. I said, do it. That's what I said. So, but that's my bro. That's my bro. But I'm gonna have my fun. I ain't lose 47-9.
That's tough.
But Sean, check this out. Check this out, bro. Check this out. Look, bro.
Absolute embarrassment yesterday. That utter annihilation. I was thinking to myself, it's a shame.
I didn't know you sang.
I mean, because every time the Cowboys step up in class and face a non-tomato can, it's the same. Oh, so you know what? Like, there are guys that sing better than me. If you haven't figured it out, because the Detroit Lions, Motor City is the team that wrecked the Cowboys yesterday. There's a Motown flavor to today's grade. Fellas, take it away.
Nigga, I can't hear nothing.
You can't hear nothing?
I hear it, but it's going in and out, bro. Just making you aware.
There it is.
How come the Jack can hear it and you can't?
All right. No.
You get the check. We brought these dudes on there harmonizing saying the Cowboys had a F game, 47-9 F game, so bad F game. That shit was hilarious, bro. You gotta go back and watch that shit, bro.
The world loves when the Cowboys lose. It's not just me.
Oh, it's not just me neither.
It's a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful motherfucking day. Beautiful motherfucking day. But nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna let you miss out on this. I'm gonna try one more thing, and this will work. I promise you, this will work. I'm gonna mute both of us.
Okay, it's the same old song. Hey.
I didn't know you sang.
I mean, because every time the Cowboys step up in class and face a non-tomato can, it's the same old song. You know what? Like, there are guys that sing better than me. If you haven't figured it out, because the Detroit Lions, Motor City is the team that wrecked the Cowboys yesterday. There's a Motown flavor to today's grade. Fellas, take it away.
You know the Cowboys played an F game. So the Cowboys died. Ain't no shame. Oh no. How about the Cowboys? Oh,
There it is.
47. So all right. No.
Still nothing?
It's still doing the same thing.
Oh man, all right. Well, I got to say, bro. I'm gonna send this to you. I'm gonna send this to you, bro. But anyway, how you doing, man?
I'm good and you're good. As always, my boy. As always.
Same here, bro. Same here. So I mean, let's go ahead and hop right into the subjects, bro. This was a very busy day. Davante Adams to the Jets. What you think?
Ain't gonna help nothing. The offensive line still ass. You can throw it all you want to, but if you can't goddamn protect yourself, it ain't gonna do shit. It's just somebody he's familiar with.
See, this is the exact same thing that I said earlier. I said, is Davante Adams gonna help out that offensive line? As the first question I asked, I said, is he gonna help out that offensive line? I said, is he gonna change the fact that that defense not as quite as good?
You can sit on the edge right here.
You know,
I was talking to Trey.
I said, is it going to change the fact that the Jets defense is not as quite as good as they was?
I mean, if you want to say that he would have maybe gave him an extra touchdown or some shit, I mean, they could have won like that instead of missed ass field goals. But then again, who knows? He still would try to force the effort to Davante, and he still might throw all them fucking interceptions that he's throwing now because again, he getting his ass smacked from that goddamn offensive line. So unless they traded for a lineman the same time they traded for his ass, it don't really they might get some points here and there, you know what I'm saying? And he might help out Garrett Wilson. So you never know. Maybe they just say, fuck it, we'll just score a bunch of fucking points and hopefully we'll stop somebody.
Tyron Smith had a bad day last night, bro.
Yeah.
He had a real bad day because Epinenza for Buffalo, number 57, was getting by him on the Reggie.
Who was that?
Now, huh?
I said, and who was that?
He's actually a really good player. But
nope, he's trash.
But well, you see the move that the Jets made. You see the Bills countered that, getting Amari Cooper. What do you think of that?
I know Amari Cooper. Like, thank you, motherfucking sweet baby Jesus, for getting me out of Cleveland, fucking Ohio.
Of Deshaun Doodoo Brown Watson.
Doodoo Brown. I know he was just like, bro, anybody, bro. I'll go to the Jaguars right now because like I don't know what's happening there. I'm surprised he's the only one that's moving. I'm pretty sure it might be some more moves coming on lately. That's just the first dominoes because of course everybody wanted their wide receiver. And, you know, Buffalo needed a wide receiver to go along with their rookie that they got who's pretty decent. He just needed them, and that's a pretty good setup for Amari to go there too. Because you got, like I said, you got the young boy that they've been throwing to, and then you got him that could bring the veteran leadership in there to help out. So, I mean, that's a good move for Amari. You got Josh Allen, who sure enough can get you the ball.
Yeah, it's a great move for him.
Yeah, and sure enough can get you the ball. So, I mean, that was an excellent move. It was nice 2 moves today. I mean, but you know what I'm saying? Like I said, for the Jets, unless they got an offensive lineman, I mean, it really ain't fucking helping them, man.
Now, before you came on, I had given the Jets schedule the next few games to Tony because I was just saying a lot of people are going to say now that they got Davante, oh, he's going to move the needle. And Tony said that they could maybe still win the division. I said, well, maybe. But as much as their next 5 games are seen as winnable, they're also losable because the Jets, I said, I'm going Bill Parcells on them. You are what your record says you are.
Mm-hmm.
They're at Pittsburgh. That's winnable, but it's losable. Now, you should beat New England. I don't give a fuck. You should beat the Patriots. You lose to the Patriots. And the Patriots, and when I say that about the Patriots, not because they are going to have Mayo gonna have them playing good defense. You know, he's gonna have them playing for a purpose.
Yeah.
My thing now with the Patriots is that okay, what are you gonna do? What is Drake May gonna do now that he's the quarterback? You know. Then you got home to the Texans. Halloween. That's a Thursday night game. Halloween against the Texans. Boy, you talking about a nightmare in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But then you got at the Arizona Cardinals. That's a winnable game, but the Cardinals are Jekyll and Hyde. 1 week they look great, the next week they look like shit. You got home to the Colts. Yeah, that's a winnable game. If Anthony Richardson is playing, it's winnable. If Flacco is playing, it may be different. So they have winnable games, they have losable games. So we'll just have to see. We shall see. Now
We shall see.
when you joined us, like I said, I had gotten to Detroit versus Minnesota, but since we're talking about trades, if I was Detroit, the unfortunate loss of Aiden Hutchinson, who just had surgery for that broken tibia, and I think that shit may have come through. I think the bone may have been hanging out of the leg because Fox. I watched that game again. Fox refused to show the fucking replay.
That jump probably was nasty as hell.
It was probably nasty as a bitch. So, if I'm now, this is just my opinion. I want yours on it as well. If I'm Detroit, I'm seeing what because clearly you are clearly in win now. You ain't like the punk ass Cowboys who are like, yeah, we're win now, and you're really not. I'm saying, what do you have to do to get either Max Crosby from the Raiders? Because I'm looking at teams that have good players but are going nowhere. The Raiders are going nowhere. Cleveland is going nowhere. So I'm seeing what can I do to get either Max Crosby or Myles Garrett or Zadarius Smith or Hassan Reddick. Because Hassan Reddick ain't gonna come play for the Jets because he feel like they didn't keep their word. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, what is Detroit's cap space looking like? Because half of these motherfuckers gonna come with a contract. Can they afford to pay them? I know they paid Jared Goff. I know they paid Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yes, they did.
They
just gave Montgomery an extension.
Exactly. So what they bread looking like? Because if you talk about Hassan Reddick, Hassan, like Tony said, Hassan ain't coming for no pennies. And then I know you got.
Go ahead. No, I was saying if I was Detroit, if I was Detroit, I would just be straight up with Hassan Reddick and be like, listen, in the offseason, if we can extend you, we will. If not, we'll pay your salary, and you could be. I would look at it this way: you could be part of a team that could potentially win a Super Bowl, and if you're a big part of that, you can get your dollars.
He could do that with the Jets. He could have did that with the Jets.
He could have, but now you've had a chance to see what the season is looking like. Now
it ain't saying that it's looking good for them. Look at the division they in, and look at all the teams that they had to fight in there. You just said that's a tough ass. You got Minnesota, you got Green Bay, you got the Bears. Of course, they're gonna get there. So what's the guarantee that you even gonna make it there fighting with that team? There's no guarantee.
Yeah, but there's no guarantee. But there's even more of a less guarantee that you're gonna make it with the Jets. I'm just saying.
But that's not to say that you're going to go to the Detroit Lions.
This would be my sales pitch to Hassan Reddick. If you want to come and be a part of this, if we have the cap space to pay you, we would love to keep you here to match up to go along with Hutchinson. If not, and you come here and you show out, you get your dollars up to leave no doubt of what you're worth.
But that's the whole reason why he left Philly. That's the whole reason why he's not showing up at the Jets. The motherfucker want to get paid. He don't want no promises, nigga. He wants to get paid.
I know that.
Yeah, so you can cancel Hassan out. Max Crosby.
You know why I'm not gonna cancel Hassan out? Because Hassan Reddick is sitting there. He's sitting at home losing money. At the end of the day, he's sitting at home losing money. He's already lost.
But But he knows that. Hassan knows he's losing money.
But if you think he don't want to play, he just fired his agent and just hired a new one. He's losing. So I wouldn't cancel him out. I understand what you're saying, but I wouldn't cancel him out of the Lions' plans. The Jets just gave him permission today to seek a trade. You think the Lions ain't on the phone?
Of course they should be on the phone, but you got to talk to Hassan. Hassan ain't about to just go nowhere and not get paid, bro. You gonna have to pay him. Why would you sit out and lose all this money if you gonna just go somewhere and be like, you know what? I guess I'll come here and just play out this year, and then hopefully you'll pay me. what was the fucking whole purpose of what he was doing this whole damn
Okay,
time?
but the difference is if he comes and plays out this year and potentially wins the Super Bowl, he's a free agent, so he can go anywhere. There's no team that can.
But that's what we're talking about. How can you potentially win a Super Bowl when your division is damn near the toughest division? And they talking about all them teams gonna make the playoffs. So what's the guarantee that you even gonna see the Super Bowl when your whole division is there is the top of the NFC right now?
Hey, they could take each other out. We'll see. Now Crosby, I don't know what his contract is like. That'd be funny as a bitch if we wake up tomorrow, the next 2 days, and Reddick is a Lion. Which only thing I would say is funny about that is I think isn't that the team that drafted him?
I saw Reddick.
Yeah.
I think that was the Cardinals. Or no, was it the
Let me look it up.
No, he was the Cardinals, wasn't it?
You may be right about I think you're right about the Cardinals.
Yeah, he went from the Cardinals because he was an outside linebacker. They didn't know how to use him, and then he went to the Panthers and turned up. And then from the Panthers, he came to us.
He went to the Panthers and turned up. How did he do that? Yeah,
he
was drafted by the Cardinals.
Yeah, he was drafted by the Cardinals and then went
he
to the
turned
Panthers.
Up in 2021 with the Panthers. I do remember that.
Yeah, he had double-digit sacks the whole the first
pretty much his
couple of years. Yeah, before he came to us. So he was proven before he came to us, and he's a proven pass rusher. That's why
he just wasn't known. He just wasn't known because of the markets he was playing in.
Yeah, that's why he wants to get paid because everybody else getting paid. So he putting his foot down, and I guess
what were you saying about Crosby? What were you saying about Crosby?
Well, like I said, just match Crosby. It just depends on his contract and how much money you got. I mean,
let's say Reddick and Crosby and Garrett are on the table. What are you offering for them?
For them, if I had to pick any out of all of them, I would really want to get Myles Garrett, but the thing about Myles Garrett is I've been hearing stuff about his foot, and he's been having foot injuries. I mean, problems with his shit that's been keeping him off. But I would want to take Myles out of everybody.
I was gonna say I could. Yeah, me too.
I would want to take Myles out of all of them, and then I would go to Max Crosby, and then I would go to Hassan Reddick.
Max Crosby got that Dan Campbell personality. I would probably go with him first. I ain't even trying to be funny.
Nah, over Myles Garrett?
No, not me. No, me personally. Of course, I would take Myles Garrett first.
Yeah,
I'm just talking about as far as the personality of the coach. Man, please, he don't get no better than Myles Garrett.
You heard.
And I was talking to a couple of people that's like, you think Detroit really needs to trade to replace Hutchinson? I said, yes. I said, and you can't just trade for him. You got to go big because Hutchinson was your game wrecker.
He was your game wrecker. But the thing about it is, and also with that kind of injury, who knows what he's going to be when he get the fuck back?
No question. That's an injury where you could take 2 to 3 years before you're back to your normal self.
Yeah, he broke bones.
Especially if it was as ugly as Fox made it out to be, where they wouldn't even fucking show the replay.
Yeah, that hurt them because that boy was everything.
He was on his way to. He was. I mean, fuck. He had 7.5 sacks already. He was gonna make his case to be Defensive Player of the Year.
Yes, sir.
I mean, he's their best player. Branch is their second best player, the safety.
The safety, yeah.
Yeah. So that as much as they embarrassed the Cowboys and disrespected the Cowboys, it came at a cost. But bro, again, the Cowboy fans is the most sensitive people on earth.
Well, I mean,
nigga, I told Tony this. I said, if I'm Cowboys, I may hate the Detroit Lions more than the Reds, the Commanders, Giants, or the Eagles, just because, nigga, you have tackles running receiver routes. You did a hook and lateral to Penei Sewell. That's how much we think you ain't shit. We don't give a fuck about you, bruh. You threw a back shoulder pass to Taylor Decker. That is your right left guard, nigga. Like, you really, like, when you say that is the most disrespectful I've seen a team, disrespectful shit I seen one team do to another team, maybe on the pro level, maybe ever. Maybe ever.
Come on, that bad was it?
Nigga, when I saw them do a lateral to Penei Sewell and he scored, but it was only because of a illegal man downfield why I got brought back. I was like,
yeah, he got called back. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah,
said, these niggas is shitting on the Cowboys, bro. I said,
bro,
I mean,
Cowboys,
this is a different level ass whooping right here.
but you talking about the wrong thing, my boy. When it comes to the Cowboys, did you see? Did you see Jerry Jones crash out?
I saw Jerry go off on the fucking radio, dude. Yeah.
Jerry losing his mind right now, boy. He mad people talking about his team in a bad way. You know, Jerry like attention, even though it be bad attention. The attention he like that's bad attention is if one of his players do something wild. You know what I'm saying? And he gets negative news. That's cool with him for negative.
That's cool
with him. When you talking about
niggas ain't coming at him directly.
At him, that's what I'm saying. But when you talking about his team being ass, they coming for you because you are the GM, sir. You are where the buck stops, and your team is
garbage. This is what Jerry said. This is what Jerry said after they lost to They lost to the Saints first. This is what Jerry said after the loss to the Ravens. He said, blame everything on me. Right?
Yeah.
So then you go and you beat the Giants, you beat the Steelers. So now in your mind, you didn't righted the ship. But then you get undoubtedly embarrassed. Like I said, to the point where the Lions was running Sandlot, Pop Warner playground shit on your ass. You know, and they didn't let off the gas where Dak could come and throw for 200 yards in the second half and make the shit look respectable, even though you got your fucking ass kicked. No, they kicked your ass from start to finish.
Finaccio.
And the people was asking them, they were asking him legitimate journalistic questions. He said just 2 weeks ago, put all the blame on me. And then when they do that, I'll get you fired. I'll get you replaced from your radio position.
Yeah, that was tough. Like, really, Jerry? Really,
because
bro?
your team lost the worst game since you've owned them on your birthday. And you mad about it. You know what Jerry probably said to these motherfuckers? All right, you know what, boy? You know what, fellas? Today is my birthday. And I want you to play like it's my birthday. Matter of fact, I want you to play like it's the playoffs. Thus the 47-9 ass whooping. They played like yeah, no, it all intertwines, bro. Look, Jerry Jones is a brilliant businessman. Brilliant. But Jerry Jones is clearly a narcissist because he can dish it out, but he damn sure can't take it.
Absolutely. A billionaire. He ain't used to people talking to him any kind of way, bro. You know,
he can't take it. He can't take it. The only person, this is the thing about a narcissist, bro. The only thing a narcissist can hold accountable, the only people who can hold a narcissist accountable is themselves. That's it. That is it. So when he came out and said, put all of the blame on me, that's him holding himself.
Got a friend in me.
Oh, you Jerry. Hey, everybody loves Jerry, but okay, but when a motherfucker actually hold your feet to the fire, you want to try to flex on them with your money and your position. I'll get you replaced. That's some bullshit, nigga.
I'll get you replaced, boy.
Like, come on, man.
They were so uncomfortable on that conversation on that phone. They was like, hey, Jerry. Come on, Jerry. Like, why are you crying, my dude?
Yeah, like Jerry, like I say, Jerry, man, please. Jerry is such a narcissist. He did this to himself. He wants the attention. We all know this forever. He wants the attention. He wants the credit. He's an owner who's won 3 Super Bowl championships, but if you let him tell it, he ain't won a damn thing because he wasn't responsible outside of signing the checks, which actually means you're the most responsible because you paying the motherfuckers.
You heard me.
But he wants the limelight. He wants the flash. He wants to shine. He hates Jimmy. He hated Jimmy Johnson that much that he fucked up a potential all-time great dynasty because he wanted to be the reason. Sean, when we was growing up and we was little ass kids, when the Cowboys was winning, we didn't know who Jerry Jones was.
Hell no.
Because all they talked about was Jimmy Johnson, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin. That's it.
Michael Irvin. Yeah, I definitely ain't know who Jerry Jones was.
And then like a year or two later, Deion Sanders. Nobody gave a fuck about Jerry Jones. And that fucking shit,
Jerry?
that ate Jerry Jones up to his motherfucking core.
Jerry? That's tough, bro. Like, he just need to go ahead and give it up to Steven. Just let Steven take over. Because you know Steven, like, Dad, come on, bro. Just go sit the fuck down.
Brody, we've known this for the last 15, we've known this at least for the last 17 to 20 years. Matter of fact, I would say this, we've known this for the last 20 motherfucking years. If Jerry Jones got out the way, the Cowboys would probably have won another couple Super Bowls. Now, as a Cowboys hater and a Cowboys troll, which I'm proud of, stay right there, Jerry. Stay where you at. Keep doing what you're doing. I love it. I love it. Make it about you. He don't even want the star on the goddamn helmet. He want his face on the helmet.
Give it to him.
Give it to him. He wanted them to be called the Dallas Jerry. Matter of fact, they ain't the Dallas Jerrys. Matter of fact, they ain't even Dallas no more. They ain't got no D in that motherfucker. The Alice Cowboys. But anyway, bro, let me get your picks before I bring Mr. Chandler on here and get his picks.
For sure.
Okay. All right. Thursday night football. Lord have mercy. Denver at New Orleans.
Ooh. Denver.
Okay. This game, the London game, the 9:30 game, is a game between bad and worse. That is New England versus Jacksonville. Who do you got winning this game?
New England.
Okay. He said Jacksonville is worse. God damn. Boy, Dougie P ain't gonna make it home from across the pond if they lose that one. All right.
Yeah.
To the 1 o'clock to the 1 o'clock games. Seattle at Atlanta.
ATL.
Kirk got them playing, right?
Yeah.
You seen them bitch niggas schedule though? Not the Falcons, but the Cowboys. They come out for their bye week. They play San Francisco, then Atlanta.
Yeah, they really gonna be talking about their ass.
bro, remember I said this. Don't be surprised if by Thanksgiving Dallas is either 3-8 or 4-7. Just remember I said that.
I wouldn't be surprised. Nigga, they rank last in rushing offense and last in like 31st in like defense right now. Shit like that.
You can't throw the ball. You can't throw the ball. You can't throw the ball. Well, no, you can throw the ball when niggas go into prevent defense. You can't stop it. You can't run the ball. You can't stop the run.
Bro, that thing about to implode because you know CD Lamb can't control himself. And Mike Parsons
he just got signed. He just got signed. He better.
Yeah, he can't. And Michael Parsons can't stay off a goddamn podcast talking to my damn cornerback. They both can goddamn take their on.
That's the motherfucker who may be up for grabs.
And if he is up for grabs, I know a team who needs a linebacker. But they'll never get it at us.
Go after Max Crosby. Michael Parsons, while he's explosive, he's a one-trick pony. People don't like.
That's all we need. We don't need one trick from his ass. We need
somebody to replace Reddick, right?
We need somebody to replace Reddick, and I wouldn't mind Max Crosby. I wouldn't mind Myles Garrett. I wouldn't mind if Hassan coming back, but we can't trade back for Hassan. The only way we can get him is if he get cut. But so I don't really see that happening, and they ain't cutting him and not getting nothing from that jump. So
that would hurt a nigga pride too. Team trade you,
but another thing, if they trade Hassan Reddick, the Jets, we get a second round pick from the Jets because we traded them a third. But if they trade him from that team to another team, we get their second round pick in 2026.
Okay. I see you, Robert Chandler, looking like E.T. in the fucking background. I see you. Okay. Hassan gonna be a Detroit Lion, bro. You watch.
I'm pretty sure he probably will.
Huh?
I mean, I can see it happening because Detroit. Detroit wouldn't mind if they got the money. They probably would pay for him, especially with Aiden gone. And like I said, you never know what the fuck is going to happen coming back with that injury.
Yeah, they need a closer.
He probably gonna need another year.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said I would give that sales pitch. You show out. If we got the money to pay you, we'll pay you, dog. Because
no. They gonna pay. They gonna have to pay him.
You saying you got to do that shit now? I got you.
You got to do that shit straight off the dick if he gonna come up there. If you want to go for Hassan, other than that, you better go with somebody else.
Okay. Tennessee at Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Okay. You think Amari's gonna play?
Yeah. Amari, they probably give him like 4-5 routes to run. And that's all he needs is to go out there and run a couple routes.
Right. Cincinnati at Cleveland.
Oh man, that's an ass bowl too. I give it to Cincinnati because Cleveland is a mess.
But Deshaun has been so bad, bro. Like I can't.
He's been too bad. Like you can't even get nothing in him. Like they, like
Yeah,
they are. Exactly. Yeah, just go ahead and let Miles walk. Let him get him.
Amari Cooper died and went to heaven, bro.
You ain't never lied.
Good game here. There's a few good games this week. Houston at Green Bay.
Ooh, that is going to be a good one. Ooh, Jordan Love and C.J. Stroud.
Yes, sir.
Let's see here. I am Matt LaFleur and fucking D'Amico Ryan. Man, that's a tough one. I'm gonna say Green Bay.
Okay. Miami at Indianapolis.
Miami trash too. Sorry, Aaron.
It is what it is.
But are they more trash than Indiana?
Yeah, both of them niggas trash. Let's see.
When Flacco plays, the Colts don't look bad, bro.
I don't know. Yeah, Miami hella bad. Let me get Indy.
Now, one of the potential games of the week: Detroit at Minnesota.
Woo, that's gonna be a slug.
Ooh, yeah. Minnesota coming off a bye week. Detroit coming off ass whooping. I mean, off of delivering an ass whooping.
I know, but they ain't got Aiden. That's a big blow, bro. That's a big blow. That's a tough game. I'm gonna give it to Minnesota.
Okay. Philadelphia at the Giants.
Philadelphia. I can't even believe this nigga said the Giants. I don't give a fuck about no damn Danny Dimes and what the hell he been doing. Fucking goddamn New York Giants. I know we've been ass, but come on.
You heard what Tony was saying?
Yeah, come on, man. I know he can't wait for he want us to lose so bad because his team.
That's what that was, bro. That was pure Philadelphia hate. I promise you that.
You can't hear
I know it was.
Say over that church.
Come on now, shut up, bro. Shut up. Cut it out. I'm gonna mute your microphone. Shut up. We making picks right now. See, Rob was just breaking it down, rolling it up. So now he feeling froggy.
I'm about to do the same thing about 2 seconds.
The Raiders at the Rams.
I think the Raiders then gave up. I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Yeah.
They lost Devontae. Hey, bro, all right, you good?
I was gonna say the stickiest of the icky.
Baby long ass. Man.
Baby long, not baby oil.
Yeah. Baby everything.
Carolina at Washington.
Washington, of course. God damn, they playing them. They niggas ain't gonna lose ever again. Huh? I'm sick of them. They gonna be hot when they see us.
Another potential game of the week: Super Bowl rematch. Kansas City at San Francisco.
Kansas City, San Fran ass.
Yeah.
That quick.
Yeah, Brock Purdy and them ain't playing good. They ain't really doing nothing over there. They gonna get their ass beat.
Without Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, they ain't seeing them boys.
Sunday Night Football: New York Jets at Pittsburgh Steelers.
Ooh, they gonna get their nice little weapon. Oh, of course. He already know how Aaron Rodgers plays. He ain't gonna stop him.
But
Aaron
remember, he's missed the last couple of games because of a hamstring. Wink, wink.
Yeah,
so
nigga, no, he
didn't. All day.
That nigga did. As soon as they said he was traded, he was like, "Oh, my hamstring, that nigga gonna play." And and Aaron Rodgers can't wait to use him. So, and he gonna try to show out his best. So I'm gonna give it to the Jets. Okay. Oh no, ain't they talking about Russell starting too?
I heard that. You know, Mike Tomlin needs to
stop
this shit.
They better not do that shit.
Mike Tomlin gonna fuck around and lose that team for this season.
Because if you fuck around and put goddamn Russell in and he's ass and them niggas don't like it, and then you try to insert Justin again, like, nah, they ain't want to hear that, bro. That shit all politics. Sit your ass on the bench, Jerry Curl, and goddamn watch this nigga right.
And I always say you don't bet against Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin is playing with fire right now.
Yeah. That man ain't lost y'all no games, man. I don't give a fuck if it's Russ. Russ ain't the end all be all, motherfucker. Yeah, you go. If y'all had a quarterback battle, your quarterback is now the starter. He's now had the team rally behind him. Don't you change up momentum with Russ? No, don't do that.
I asked you this question on the post-game show, bro. What is it that Russell Wilson can do that Justin Fields can't? Simple answer.
Not a damn thing. Run slower.
Exactly. Exactly. Get sacked more.
Hold the ball more.
Exactly. Oh, I'm sorry. Russell Wilson got Sierra. Justin Fields don't. I guess that's it.
That's about it.
Monday Night Football. Beautiful game. Baltimore at Tampa Bay.
Baltimore.
They're back on schedule, right?
You know it.
Yo, the crazy thing is that Lamar may not win MVP this year. I don't see how, unless it's Derrick Henry, because Lamar looks better this year than he did last year just because of his passing.
Yeah, that's because you got to fuck around and come up in that box and check Derrick Henry ass, so he gonna run all over your ass.
Man,
and
bro,
then you still got
Lamar's like, why didn't we get this nigga earlier?
They tried to. Remember, they tried to get him earlier, but Tennessee turned that shit down or some shit like that. Didn't they turn him down? Yeah, so they got him off this offseason. You know they wanted that motherfucker last year.
And I know Derrick Henry glad as fuck. He wanted to be a Cowboy. I know he probably just throwing a party.
Head over here. You know, like, woo, dodge that train.
I still go there to live, no state income taxes, but yeah.
We ain't playing for the motherfucker.
Go Mavericks.
Right.
So Sean's picks are Denver, New England, Atlanta, Buffalo, Cincinnati, Green Bay, Indianapolis, Minnesota, Philly, the Rams, the Commanders, the Chiefs, the Jets, and the Ravens. Does that sound about right?
Sound about right.
That about right. Okay, well, let me go ahead and make my picks before we get Robert Chandler's picks. Rob, you might as well just go ahead and get your picks on here, nigga. You live.
Because I gave you my picks already, but I'll say them.
You send them to me?
Yeah, but I understand I'm special.
Yeah, special education, you black motherfucker.
That you ain't never lied.
You did not send me your picks, bro.
I did. I put them in the chat, but that's cool.
No, you didn't, bro.
Okay.
Go look in the chat and send them to me again because you did not send them to me in the chat. The only person whose picks was sent in the chat was Devon. That's it.
No, because if I do that,
bro. But anyway, we on my chats now. Denver at New Orleans. Denver, I will take them in the shot. I haven't been taking them, and we've been winning, but we lost last week. I will take, and I hesitantly take Denver because I don't know if Pat Surtain is playing. And he's the best cornerback in football, and we need him. But Derek Carr ain't playing. And Sean Payton is coming back to New Orleans. I will give it to Denver. New England at Jacksonville, bad versus worse. I'll go with worse. That's Jacksonville. Sean, I don't know if you hear me. I'm agreeing with you with Denver and New Orleans because Sean Payton coming back to Denver. Coming back to New Orleans, Anyway, Seattle at Atlanta. ATL playing some ball. Going with the Falcons. Tennessee at Buffalo. Going with the Bills. Cincinnati at Cleveland. Going with the Bengals. Houston at Green Bay. Good game. Niggas is going with the Packers. I'm going to go with the Texans. Miami at Indianapolis. Sorry, Aaron. Miami, nah. Even coming off of a bye week, nah. Detroit at Minnesota. Big game. I said this. As far as Detroit goes, when you whoop somebody's ass the way Detroit whooped Dallas's ass, you usually do for a letdown. Because when you really whoop, you muted your mic, Rob. You muted your mic. When you whip somebody's ass, the way Detroit whooped Dallas ass, and they whooped their ass.
Whip you when I wanna.
You usually get a letdown, but the fact that you playing the same team in your division who has a better record at their spot, I'm just wondering how much that Aiden Hutchinson lost. This is going to be a shootout. It's going to be a shootout, but I'm going to go with the Lions. Philly at New York, going with Philly. Raiders at Rams, going with the Rams. Carolina at Washington, going with Washington. Kansas City and San Francisco. I know without C-Mac, you know what? I'm going to take the 49ers. I'm trying to get back. I had a great week last week. I'm trying to get back. Jets at the Steelers. A lot of people going to take the Jets because of the moves that was just made. But guess what? Devontae Adams coming in ain't going to fix that offensive line. Devontae Adams ain't going to be the one that has to block Nick Bosa. So with that, I'm going to take the Steelers. Baltimore and Tampa. I'm going to take Baltimore. Baltimore's back on schedule. What up, Rob?
Yup.
Not going to be long because I ain't realized it's about to be 10 o'clock. What's happening with you, my nigga?
Yeah. So my picks.
Okay, getting right to it. All right, fuck it.
Yeah.
All right. Denver versus New Orleans. Who you got?
Saints. The Saints are supposed to edge y'all out.
They're supposed to edge us out according to who? Just you?
According to ESPN. And remember last week I only got one game wrong.
Okay. Oh, that's what you write. You didn't leave the ESPN out of it. I say fuck ESPN. I don't mean that because I love ESPN. But just lead with that. Last week you got one game wrong, so you thinking you're on a roll. Good shit.
But yeah, the Saints are supposed to edge y'all out. I wanted to go with Denver, but
just remember this, bro. Sean Payton is now our coach. He was New Orleans' coach for a long time, so he gonna want this game.
Yeah, he was also hated for a long time too.
Well, you know, it is what it is.
Ain't he the one that put bounties out on motherfuckers?
Yeah.
I just thought I'd throw that in there.
That was their defensive coordinator, not him. Wink, wink.
But he was in on it.
New England at Jacksonville.
Yeah, what you call this? Worse, bad, and worse.
Bad versus worst. Yeah.
Bad versus worse. Yeah, I'm taking worse. Jacksonville.
Okay. Seattle at Atlanta.
Hold on, that ain't in the order.
I'm giving you the order that I have it on my sheet.
Hold on. I'm taking the Falcons.
Okay. Tennessee at Buffalo.
Bills.
Cleveland at Cincinnati. I'm sorry, Cincinnati at Cleveland. Forgive me.
Bengals.
Okay. Houston at Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Okay. Miami at Indianapolis.
Colts.
You going with the Colts? Okay. Detroit at Minnesota.
Lions.
Okay. Philadelphia at the Giants.
Eagles.
Okay. Raiders at the Rams.
Rams.
Okay. The Panthers at the Commanders.
Commanders.
You want to pick the Panthers so bad because
I wanted to, but
Washington. You hate Washington so damn bad.
Washington's supposed to edge them out. So
Edge them out. They gonna kick their ass. Ain't gonna be no edge out.
both of them teams is ass, but
They gonna kick that, bruh. Look, if there's any team that's probably doesn't feel bad at all about losing that game, it's Washington losing to the Ravens because they didn't get their ass stomped. They made a good account of themselves. It was a game from start to finish. Washington is probably feeling themselves right now.
Brandon.
They're probably rolling around the DMV saying, "Yeah, we lost to the Ravens, but they ain't whoop our ass. Let us see them again."
Yeah. The 8th grade bully is always a bully till he meet the 9th grader.
Kansas City at San Francisco.
This one I was drawn over, but 49ers are supposed to edge out the Chiefs.
Are you really looking at numbers? You're looking at the odds to see
Yeah.
who's gonna win?
Those were the odds. You know, normally I would have rolled with the Chiefs and not even questioned it, but 49 and you know how I feel about the 49ers.
You going with the 49ers or the Chiefs?
I'm going with the 49ers. That's what I wrote down.
Wait a minute. But when Sean said the Chiefs, you said, yeah, without Christian McCaffrey. Okay, all right.
I know what I said. But
all right. The Jets at the Steelers.
Steeler Nation.
Oh, yeah, you are a Steelers fan. Baltimore at Tampa Bay.
Ravens.
Then why the hell ain't you picking the Bucks?
The Buccaneers? What?
I'm just fucking with you. I'm fucking with you, man. I'm because you're a Steelers fan. I'm fucking with you, man. Rob came in first place last week, Sean. He had one wrong.
Yeah, so what, nigga? Cinderella made it to the ball. That shit don't mean nothing. She's still ugly as hell.
The sun shines on every dog's ass one time out the day.
I can't talk. It ain't shining on my ass.
Yeah, bro. You was Macaroni Tony.
Was I?
Yeah, man.
Well, I was Macaroni Tony because I was trying to pick a bunch of shit to catch up, and that's why my dumb ass.
I was doing the same thing, bro, and I only lost 2 games.
Man, look, we went the other way. Hey, shut the fuck up talking to me, man. Goddamn.
Hey, Rob, I want to know if you can hear this. Sean said he can't hear this shit. I want to know, can you hear this?
I'm not saying I can't hear it. I'm saying it's going in and out on my side, and I can't hear what they're saying because they're talking
Okay, well,
and
I
then
wanna
they're
know,
letting
Rob.
it out. Yeah.
Well, Rob, I want to know, can you hear this clearly? Give me a second.
And face a non-tomato can yesterday. That utter annihilation. I was
I can hear it.
thinking to myself, it's a shame.
I didn't know you sang.
I mean, because every time the Cowboys step up in class and face a non-tomato can, it's the same old song. You know what? Like, there are guys that sing better than me. If you haven't figured it out, because the Detroit Lions, Motor City is the team that wrecked the Cowboys yesterday, there's a Motown flavor to today's grade. Fellas, take it away.
You know the Cowboys, yeah, played an F game. Said the Cowboys down. Ain't that a shame? Oh no. How about the Cowboys?
Niggas got no shame.
F game, F game, F game. Ooh.
There it is.
What? F game 47-9. F game so bad. No good. F game, yeah. F game, all right. F game, no. F game.
I think you gotta take back over, girl. I didn't like.
Okay. Hey, that's the part that always get my ass too, bro. 47-9 F game so bad.
You motherfucking
Oh, that shit, bro. When I saw that shit, because I saw that shit live last night. It wasn't on the normal time because of the fucking baseball game.
Yeah.
And I saw that shit when I got home live. Nigga, I was on the floor because that shit just caught me off guard, bro. I was like, this nigga bought the 3 Heartbeats out to sing how bad the Cowboys played, bro.
That nigga when they got a doo-wop squad.
Yeah.
The shit on the goddamn
Complete with the
Cowboys.
snap.
I won't no fucking good, bro. I won't no good.
Yeah.
I couldn't even front. That shit was funny as a bitch.
You ain't finished getting the rest of my picks.
You said what?
You ain't finished getting the rest of my picks.
Yes, I did, bro. I got your picks. You picked New Orleans, Jacksonville, Atlanta, Buffalo, Cincinnati, Green Bay, Indianapolis, Detroit, Philadelphia, the Rams, Washington, San Francisco, Pittsburgh, and Baltimore, correct?
What about the Cardinals?
Bro, the Cardinals play who the fuck the Cardinals play? No, the Cardinals have a bye week.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nigga said, damn.
Yeah, the Cardinals have a bye week, bro. So yeah. I got all your picks, bro.
This nigga out there with the almanac cheat sheet from goddamn Back to the Future over there. You over there cheating, bro.
Hey, you said that nigga like Biff.
Hey, old Biff ass nigga. Like, bro, we
I
over there
prefer
scratching
Urkel,
that.
thank you.
You prefer
That
who?
nigga said prefer Urkel. That nigga said he prefer Urkel.
Oh my goodness. Okay, see. Oh, okay. Well, take your pick.
Got any cheese?
Got any cheese?
I only
Boy,
got
if you
one
don't
wrong
get
last week. Did I do that?
Oh yeah, good one. Good comeback. Motherfucker get 1 week of goodness and he's like he goddamn Nostradamus and shit.
You ain't
No,
never
it's
lied.
actually 2.
Ah!
The first week that came out, that was beginner's luck. Then I got decimated.
That's all right. I can't talk. I'm trash all the way around. All the way around. F game.
F game.
So good.
So bad. F game.
They trash.
F game.
I'll be singing that shit
But
all day
seriously,
tomorrow.
we all need to think about this. The Cowboys might lose like a motherfucker. How many jerseys did they sell this week
Man, fuck
after that F game?
Don't worry about that. Fuck that.
How many jerseys did they sell?
Lions-
I don't know. How many did they sell? Tell me. Not a
You know
damn
what?
thing.
You know what? No. You know what? See, I was off they motherfucking asses, but now, Rob, you done put me back on. Oh no. This nigga
Pause,
right
no
here.
diddy.
F game.
Hey, but that same Mike McCarthy went 12-5 last year. But that's with the Mike McCarthy before that, the season previous to that, they went 12-5 as well, and it had a playoff berth, even though they went home in the first round. But still, this is not the same Cowboy team that I'm used to seeing, especially in the regular season, because in the regular season they do win, but they don't start off this goddamn
There
bad.
go there.
This is what I want to say.
Also, today, right?
There we go.
Yes,
Who was the first person we heard from?
the first person we always hear from, Jerry.
That's problem number one. That's problem number one. It always has been. But like you said, and like you told me, he would never change because he feels he's the best person to be able to run that team. What the Cowboys did today, it was very bad. It was dreadful. It was awful. It was terrible. It was frightful. It was atrocious. It was disgraceful.
Weather
It was deplorable. I'm not sure if I have any other words I can explain the Cowboys showing today, offensively and defensively. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad to the point where the fucking Detroit Lions were running stuff that I haven't seen in years that I ran when I was an Optimist.
Hold on, check this out.
Flea flicker.
The Cowboys showing today, offensively and defensively. It was bad. It was bad to the point where
talk about the Lions.
The fucking Detroit Lions were running stuff that I haven't seen in years that I ran when I was an Optimist. When I was in Little League.
Yeah.
They were doing trick plays that I did when I was 8 years old. This is the NFL. This is the best of the best. It's the NFL. It's the best of the best. How you throwing plays at the tackle?
Because I have such little respect. This is what you call being disrespectful. Because we're on national television, we're gonna run a lateral to a tackle.
I've never seen anything like that.
Call it. This is not the last play of the game where we're gonna ladder it back and forth. We're gonna call it. And guess what? Before that, we're gonna call a play. We're gonna play fake it, and we're gonna try to throw a back shoulder to the tackle.
Hold on, not a tight end, a tackle. Listen, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in Jerry's world. They've had 3 games at home. They lost all 3 games at home. Tonight wasn't a loss. I really can't even conjure up the words. I tried to give you a few synonyms on what tonight was, but I don't know what. I don't know what. Is it Mike McCarthy?
Bruh, Rob, Sean, we've all watched
Jerry Jones
for a long time. No. That's not what I'm about to ask. When us watching NFL football with pretty much a quarter to play in a game. Matter of fact, in the third quarter, when have you seen a team in the third quarter of an NFL game run a hook and lateral to your motherfucking tackle?
I mean, it's the best time. Like, I'm gonna put it like this: when I'm playing Madden, and I start whipping somebody's ass, I'm gonna start trying some plays in my playbook to see how they work. You know what I'm saying? When you beat somebody so damn bad, you just like, man, what the fuck can we do right now to see what the fuck, how good that shit is? Man, go dig in the bag of tricks and see what the fuck we can pull out.
Did he just hear what he just said? This nigga just said, when I'm playing Madden, a video game, and I'm whooping somebody.
That you play with children.
Huh?
That you play with children.
Exactly.
You said what? Play with children?
No, you play that video game with children.
What are you talking about?
Madden. Madden, bro. We've been playing Madden since we was kids.
Oh, nigga, what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Everybody that play Madden ain't 18 and up.
Exactly. That's all.
Bro,
exactly.
You fuck around and be playing a 7-year-old that might whip your ass for real.
I'm in a league with grown people.
The point I'm trying to make is
everybody that's grown.
You proved my point, bro.
What's your point?
When I said in an actual NFL game, when in the third quarter have you seen a team run a hook and lateral?
I'm giving you the mentality of this.
Yeah,
team,
but exactly. But you said your mentality. The example you gave was playing Madden.
Yeah. So I'm saying the coach was like, you know what? We whooping this team ass. So let's go into our bag of tricks and just start running shit and see what the fuck we could use for later on in the season against a team that might goddamn we need to use it again.
I promise you this. Detroit will run a hook and lateral again. They will not run it for Penei Sewell. I promise you.
The whole coaching staff said, we ain't playing nobody no motherfucking way. Let's go ahead and see how many yards this tackle hook and ladder gonna get.
And to be honest with you, bruh,
that's what the fuck I just said.
Detroit could have threw 60 on them niggas. It was 47-9 with 13 minutes left in the motherfucking game.
So they put the brakes on.
I ain't gonna say that because they at the last couple of possessions they got too cute because they was about to score another touchdown to put over 50, and they went for it on fourth down. They got too cute. But what I'm saying is,
put the 50 piece on their ass.
Well, that's what I thought they was gonna do when it was 27-6 at halftime. I said, "Oh no, they finna throw 50 on them niggas."
If they had threw 50 on them, that would have fucked that whole lineup on that. That would have fucked the whole
F game. Woo.
But look, this is my thing with them sorry ass Cowboys and the Commanders, right?
No, don't put the Commanders in the same class with the Cowboys. Not in 2024.
They are because they ass too. They
Shut
are.
up. You really now you talking stupid. What about the Commanders and is ass? And no, the Cowboys okay. The Commanders
They
really?
gonna fuck it up. Don't misunderstand that. Some lipstick will get put on that pig. They will fuck it up.
Lipstick.
What?
That's a first for me.
What the fuck is this nigga talking about?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I said lipstick on the pig. That's a first for me.
Where'd you get
Yeah,
that
'cause
from?
they're called-
You could have
they
said the
used to be
glass
called the hogs.
You're gonna turn into a pumpkin. Okay.
They used to be called the hogs, and you put the lipstick on the pig. Anyway, y'all just too young.
Yes.
The,
We are.
The NFL fucking game financial model doesn't require that your team be a winner. It's
All right.
it's nice.
Okay.
It's nice that they win, but clearly they don't have to be a winner for your
That's
team
been
to
the
be.
Cowboys for the last 30 damn years.
Do what?
That's been the Cowboys for the last 30 damn years.
Exactly. So when you're talking about numbers, that's really the only thing that counts. They can go 0-16 for a decade, and motherfuckers is still gonna buy their shit.
I don't know about that. If you don't
Shit.
win a game for 10 years, I don't give a fuck who the owner is. You a damn fool if you keep supporting that bullshit. But anyway, we are in hour number 2, and we about to be in hour number deuce out this bitch. I didn't even think this show would last this long, but it's turned out to be real fun. Sean, Rob, appreciate y'all for joining. Tony, appreciate you for joining as well.
And no chirps.
Shut up. We will be back. We will be back on Friday on Sports Plus Life Talking Ish, where we will talk about the Thursday night football game featuring my Denver Broncos. Then we will get with conspiracy theories featuring this black ass Urkel down right here, right there.
Rob, send that nigga some D batteries.
Hey,
You talking about him? Help him out. You probably ain't help him out. Give him some
Dollar
D
Tree,
batteries.
nigga. $1.25, bro.
Why niggas don't ever want to put that?
The
Why
smoke,
niggas don't ever want to put their damn batteries in their smoke detectors?
the smoke detector take AAA batteries.
No, they don't. They take D batteries.
They take them big square ass D batteries.
Yeah, they take the square battery, D.
You must not change yours, nigga. Chirp.
I did for a while. I didn't know what the chirp was.
You thought it was an old ass Boost mobile phone, nigga.
Somebody had to tell me.
That should
But
be
anyway,
that should be good to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't stand that shit neither, bro. I'm not gonna lie. When I do some real heavy cooking, I take the battery out until I've finished. Then because my smoke detector is real sensitive. Like the first hint of smoke, nigga, that shit is
Nigga.
We know
Nigga,
who
mine
can't
go off
stand
of
it though.
steamy showers, nigga.
So what? What'd you say?
He said we know who can stand it. This nigga crazy. He gonna fight your ass.
He really is. He gonna kick your ass, bro.
Okay.
If you got a problem with that chirp, you make comments about it every week. I've just ignored them now because I'm like, cut it out. Said, hey, go to Dollar Tree and mail my boy some D batteries.
I don't offer the cash app of the money for the batteries. I don't offer the cash app of the money for the batteries.
Well, damn, that must have been a conversation I ain't see. Y'all niggas do be going at it on the chat and shit. That shit is funny. Robert, hey, Sean, Marcus got on there at 8 something this morning. Was like, nigga, you woke up this morning to talk about some conspiracy theory shit. I was on my way to work laughing my motherfucking ass off. Because Robert was talking about some Paul George hyperextending his knee. That's a career-ending injury. They was like, hyperextending your knee? What? He's like, well, the NBA pay players to do this in the third. Marcus said, nigga, you came on here at 7:45 in the morning.
That nigga always got a conspiracy, dog.
Shit. I was laughing. My only reason why I ain't coming back because I was driving, nigga. I was laughing my motherfucking ass off at y'all this morning, bro.
Hey, Rob, tell them conspiracies ain't got no goddamn time limit, baby.
Exactly.
8 a.m. in the morning, baby.
And you ain't gonna say nothing when they start coming out true. Then I'm gonna be a featured guest.
Nigga, you already are a featured guest. Shut the fuck up.
I guess I'll be a co-host then.
You have your own segment, nigga. Nobody else on the show has their own segment.
Yeah, Rob, you're
you talking about something?
you're
Then I'm
one
gonna
of
be
a
a
kind.
featured guest. Oh, don't worry. I'm working on a featured segment with Sean as I'm cooking it up. I ain't pitched it to him yet. I'm trying to cook it up. I just got to see what his schedule be like.
My schedule all over the place.
Exactly. That's it.
I got two babies. The motherfuckers make my schedule.
There it is. Anyway, I should have had I should be getting ready to get in bed by now. But
Man, I've been moving all damn day.
What, you moving from your apartment?
No, I was helping one of my mama's friends.
Okay. They getting you some ass in the process?
Uh-oh.
Bro, I'm just saying.
Oh, did it? Oh, did it?
Huh?
Stop thinking with the wrong head. Ain't the lady
Hey, bro,
like
you want to know something? Y'all want to know something funny? Remember Friday when we was on the show and I said, yo, I'm finna go out, hit the streets up?
Yeah.
So I did. You know what I'm saying? Me and Lou, me and my neighbor, we went out. We went to the beach house, the spot we usually go to. And motherfucking cougars can't have my ass. I've been saying the last couple shows, I need a sugar mama. I need to shut the fuck up. Because
come here, baby. Come on, sit on Nana lap, baby.
I need to shut the fuck up, bro.
Oh, the cougars at the boathouse?
Hey, bro.
Did she give you some Werther's original before you left?
Hey, tell you what.
Eat the fuck out that candy.
She all right though. I take that caramel candy. I'll take it.
Something sweet for my sweet.
Be careful what you wish for.
Come on over here. Let me take my teeth out. Give you some of that mic.
Be careful.
When you start rubbing bunions.
Rubbing what?
Bunions.
Bunions.
Oh, no. I mean, no. I'm gonna leave. Let me shut the fuck up. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
Ask her what that disability check look like.
It ain't a disability check, but it is a retirement check, though. I'll take that.
Absolutely.
Hi.
You better get ready for that new honeydew list.
That's
You're gonna be running across town picking up pills and Depends.
Fuck around, her son come up in that motherfucker the same age you beat your ass.
I ain't losing a fight to no white boy. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you heard me right. I hope you're not watching, Sugar Mama.
That's how you feel. That's how you feel. She gonna be. Oh, you done fucked it up now. That shit dried up.
Brandon like that though, so Brandon gets that type of motion.
Yeah, what it is, bro.
That shit dried up now. It's over.
Brandon still got it. He ain't never lost it.
All right, now you're saying too much, bro. You saying no? This time.
Anyway, with somebody, mama.
Huh?
What are we doing? Leave?
What'd you say?
I said you out here, you to pull somebody, mama.
Man, look, at my age, every chick I pull is somebody, mama. What the fuck? Are
you ain't never lied.
I mean, come on now. It is what it is.
And if they ain't, we calling Diddy.
Exactly, nigga. Every chick I pull is somebody, mama. Probably probably the mother of a teenager. Okay, so it just, I mean, it is what it is. Fuck it.
I'm gonna go to the boathouse. I'm gonna give me a car and go to the boathouse.
You already fucked up because you said the boathouse.
He said the beach house, my boy.
I said the beach house. Exactly.
Beach house, boathouse.
They're gonna be in the boathouse. He's gonna go to the boathouse and run into a bunch of old ass people with tuxedos on. That's gonna call the police on your ass.
Hey, as soon as you pull up, who
is this nigger pulling up on a moped?
You're the conspiracy.
Oh, security. Anyway, fellas, man, I'm gonna get at y'all, bro.
All right,
man.
I'll check y'all later. And for Sports Plus Life, love you. Peace. I'm out there. See y'all Friday.